Welcome back, ladies and lords. Last time we saved Pharos. We flew in and saved the day. I still don't know what I'm doing today. We're gonna talk to the crew. We're talking to the squad today, so I hope you have some popcorn, some puffed corn, if you rather.
Hey, Commander, next time we touch down, let's try not to park the ship in a colony of mutant zombies. Just thinking out loud here.
I think that's it, because I already know how.
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
I think I already talked to him about all of that. So, we gotta go talk to the rest of the crew. I actually don't think you get to talk to Joker too much in this game. I think that's...
Yes, Commander?
Okay, yeah.
Carry on, Presley.
That's like a
Yes, ma'am.
Mass Effect 2 thing. Joker is, in that game, considered part of your squad. And you have dialogue choices after each mission with him as well. So we'll start off with Kaidan.
Do you have some time to talk now, Commander?
Yes.
Of course. Have a seat.
We've played it pretty close to the book so far, but we're a long way from backup.
Wait, did she
We've got
say
some
have a
tough calls
seat?
to make. I'm just saying, try to leave yourself a way out. I've seen what cutting corners can do, and I'd hate to have that happen to you, Shepard. Commander.
That's not the appropriate
Yo,
way
I'm
to
so
address
shiny.
your commanding officer, Lieutenant.
Sorry, ma'am. Maybe I got a bad signal. And if you're a... Maybe there's someone else you'd rather confide in. Ma'am.
What?
All right, Alenko.
What are you
Off
getting
the
at?
record, permission to speak candidly, cross my heart and hope to die. What are you talking about?
Dr. Tassoni, ma'am. There's a
Oh, he
lower deck
knows.
rumor that she's interested in you as more than a source of Prothean data.
He knows
She's a very interesting lady.
about my love for her biotics.
Tastes, but I never claimed to be big on alien culture.
Boom.
You seem awfully worried about my personal affairs.
It's just that we don't have much downtime these days. I like being around you, but I
Whoa, whoa,
don't
whoa.
want to take up your personal time.
What? Yeah, I'm just gonna
Look,
keep
you
it.
didn't want to talk about Liara, did you? What's your real issue?
You're right. Sorry. It wasn't, Liara's not my main concern.
You're throwing me off with all this
Questioning the
mushy
decision
stuff,
of Commander
Kaidan.
Shepard. Let me be clear about that. It's just my experience
wasn't ready
that
for
once
this
someone
early.
lets something slide, it tends to pick up speed. You get my meaning?
Talk to me, Kaidan. You got a little black rain cloud sitting over your head.
I'll try to keep the deck dry. You know the records about the biotic training out on Jump Zero? They're all classified because the Alliance made mistakes.
Right.
After first contact, Kinetics was set up to track Element Zero exposures and develop implants for humans. Once we had an embassy on the Citadel, Kinetics could bring in experts instead of taking it slow.
Is there some reason we couldn't learn it on our own?
What is
They didn't know where to
kinetics?
start. Hell, it took a couple of years to even link biotics and EZO. Forget trying to get the kids to move stuff. They had trouble just helping them not break their own limbs. And their choice of teachers didn't help much.
The only experts would have to be aliens.
Dead on. Turians, actually. That's why Kinetics kept it a secret. They were afraid of what people back home would think, asking the Turians for help when we just fought a war with them.
Do Turians even use biotics?
The Asari would have been more acceptable than the Turians.
Yes, but the company didn't go through the Citadel. It would have made Earth look weak, so they discreetly hired some Turian mercenaries.
I'm sure Kinetics did what they thought was best.
It wasn't best for us. They brought in an ex-military Turian named Commander Vernus. To introduce himself, he liked to say, "I was at the helm of the dreadnought that killed your father." Well, I told him my dad wasn't in the war. He'd retired to Vancouver. My family had an inland home that matured to new beachfront. Vernus had it in for me after that. He cut corners, pushed hard. I mean, you either came out a Superman or a wreck. A lot of kids snapped. A few died. The point of all of this, I guess, is that when you cut corners, it's not always obvious who pays for it.
Okay. I see.
So why are you telling me this? Is there something I can do to help you get over it?
I'm 32, Shepard. You don't serve as long as I have without coming to terms with yourself. You also learn that if someone is special to you, you help them. Try to keep them from making mistakes.
Thanks.
Special, huh?
If I'm out of line, just say the word.
Okay. I'm interested, but not now. Yeah.
Now isn't the ideal time. But I want to talk about this, Caden.
Yeah.
I get you, Shepard. I don't make a habit of complicating the chain of command.
Okay.
Just think about what I said.
Cool. I'm gonna go talk to Liara real quick. I need to tell her how cool I think her biotics are. But tactical appraisal.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I'm glad there aren't many aliens like the Thorian. I don't think my stomach could take it. One of my cousins has an agribusiness. I was thinking of calling him. Maybe he can get some shipments into Pharos. I mean, now that they're cut off from the company.
Oh, that would be nice of you.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
Hi, dog.
We'll talk later, Caden.
I'd like that.
Okay.
Goodbye, Commander.
Again, Dr. Chakwas is regarded as a part of your squad in the second game. Kinda everyone is. Like anybody in your ship that you can talk
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
to. Yeah.
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
I already asked about this stuff, right? So
Maybe we could pick up where we
learn
left
more.
off. You were telling me about your interest in the Protheans.
Actually,
Not only that,
I
your
think
father.
I was talking about my interest in you.
Oh!
And making a fool of myself in the process. As I said, I am not used to dealing with people, especially humans. I did not really know much about your species when we first met, Shepard. I found it hard to take humanity seriously. Your kind always seemed so rushed and high-strung.
Yeah,
we don't
live
have
a
the
long
luxury of
man.
time. And Asari can live for 1,000 years.
We gotta
We're
get
lucky
it
if we get
done.
150.
In like 80.
That is true. At first I thought that was a weakness of your species. After spending time with you and your crew, however, I think it may actually be an advantage. You humans are creatures of action. You pursue your goals with an almost indomitable determination. It is an admirable trait, but also an intimidating one.
You're scared of us?
Unfortunately, the
reason
rest
to
of
be
the
scared.
galaxy sees humanity as something of a bully. You run over anyone in your path to
Not
get
m-
what you want.
Not me.
It is up to people like you to change their minds, Shepard.
Yeah, me.
Why me?
Oh,
There is a reason the Council chose you to become a Spectre. They saw something special
that's
in
not
you.
what I meant by that.
The best of what humanity has to offer. I looked into your history. I know what happened on Akuz.
I don't talk
the
about
fact
Akuz.
that you survived shows a remarkable strength.
Why does everybody keep bringing up Akuz? I don't talk about it.
You didn't need to go behind my back. I would have told you whatever you wanted to know.
I apologize, Commander. After our last conversation, I was afraid I would say something stupid again. I wanted to know more about you, to understand what made you into the woman you are. There is something compelling about you, Shepard.
Yo, that's kind of cute. You see how she's looking at me too? I can't.
Are you sure you're interested in me? Or is it my visions of the Protheans?
I can't deal.
I admit, your connection
The
to
eye
the Protheans
contact
had
is
something to do with my initial interest.
Striking.
But it has grown beyond that. You intrigue me, Shepard. But I was not sure if it was appropriate to act on my feelings. I thought there might already be a relationship between you and Lieutenant Alenko.
You're female. I mean, not really. Ooh. Oh, shit. Oh, man, where do you go from here? It's not serious. Oh, this is the point. I have to make the decision now, right? I'm going Liara.
The lieutenant and I are just friends. Nothing more.
My mistake, then. I am not as adept at understanding human relationships as I thought.
Not a problem.
But what about us, Shepard?
Whoa.
Is there a mutual attraction, or...
Dude, this is all happening very quickly. Yes.
No. You were right. There is something between us.
I knew it, and I knew you felt it too. But does this not seem rather strange? Why do I feel so close to you? We have only known each other a short time.
We're in the same room.
We are from 2 different species.
Ba-dum.
We have almost nothing in common. This makes no sense.
We have one thing in common? Boom.
Saren wants both of us dead. That's something.
Huh?
That is not the most romantic reason, is it? You make it all sound so dangerous.
Ooh. Are you scared now?
Don't tell me a little danger puts you off.
This is all a bit overwhelming.
Yeah, this is a lot. Really fast. Like, we just started this episode.
I need some time.
Okay. You started it. Is that, like, crazy mean, or is this, like, playful? No, I'm not even gonna. I'm scared. I'm scared. No, I'm gonna do it.
I wasn't the one who brought this up.
I know. I'm sorry. But I did not think it would get so... Please, let's just talk about something else.
Okay, I think we're done.
I should go.
That's all we have right
Shepard.
now. Hey, girl. I'll see you later. Let's talk to our boy Garrus.
Commander, how are you?
You and C-Sec.
Why did you want to be a C-Sec officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was C-Sec, one of the best.
Ooh.
I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing
Story
his picture
time.
on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
That's tough. But you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after Saren.
My
Yeah,
father's
you're
a
doing
C-Sec
big things,
man.
dog.
Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
Okay, cool. I missed that. Talked me out of becoming a Oh, what? No way.
You were asked to be a Spectre.
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate, me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it.
He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
No, I get that. Also, I'm
I suppose I
human.
can understand his concern.
You can. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, C-Sec's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
I feel you.
You're a quick learner, Garrus. We'll beat him at his own game. It's the only way to stop someone like him.
I'm right behind you, Commander.
Fuck yeah. We're gonna kick him inside of the ass.
So, we've got Saren on the run.
Yeah, buddy.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
Ooh.
Why didn't you tell me
Story
this sooner?
time. I would've if I thought it was important.
I think I'd like to hear about it just the same.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
Yeah?
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
Ooh,
What
give
did
me the
Saren
scoop.
want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching.
What?
Couple of the mercs
What a
called
weirdo.
my name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
What kind of cargo was the freighter carrying? What was Saren after?
I don't know. All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were some basic weapons, but nothing big. If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it. That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
Whose ship was it?
There was a Volus trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards. But they were no match for us.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right.
He's a cold
Every
bastard.
other merc on that mission turned up dead within a
Dang.
week. Every damn one.
How?
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
He just killed them all. Damn, dude.
Commander?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Gotta
Yo,
admire
my
those
eyelashes
colonials.
are crazy. They look
That's
like
about
spiders.
the worst place for a colony I've ever seen. Given the option, I'd get the hell out of Dodge.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Girl to
Sure.
girl,
I was just watching some mail from
sis
home.
to
Oh,
sis.
before I go, we saw Caden in a news vid about the Normandy. He's cute. Later, sis.
Ooh.
Let's pretend this never happened.
Are you interested in the lieutenant, Chief?
No, ma'am. And anyway, Scuttlebutt says he's already sweet on someone. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on family mail.
Damn. Wait, so if he wasn't sweet on me, would they be a thing? Could that be a thing? Because I've never witnessed that. That could be cool.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always
Yeah,
been
but
close.
not her,
Me and my
like,
sisters
pets.
especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
Did your father serve with the fleet?
Yeah, took any crap posting he could get that offered space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class. He was real proud when I met Chief. First thing he did was salute.
What about your mother? You haven't mentioned her.
You must know what military wives are like. Strong because they have to be, able to raise kids while Dad's away on a 6-month cruise. She has a degree in planetary geology. She and Dad both wanted to see new worlds. She gave up her career to raise us, though.
You have more than one sister? Sounds like a big family.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, then Abby, then Lynn. Sarah's the youngest. She's still in high school. With 4 girls, Dad used to say he felt more outnumbered at home than on maneuvers.
Where did you grow up?
All over. We transferred a half a dozen times before I finished grade school. You go where personnel command sends you, right? I guess that's why I'm so tight with my sisters. We'd have to leave all our friends every 2 or 3 years.
After helping raise them, your sisters still talk to you? Amazing.
Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Sounds like a story. Feel like sharing?
Story time.
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did, Mike. I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vid mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
Where were you when this was going on?
I was on active duty. Sarah's graduating high school this year. This was only a couple of years back. They were on Amaterasu. At the time, I was assigned to Chernobyl.
Amaterasu?
Same cluster, but a dozen LY away. Close enough to talk regularly, too far to make it back in an emergency. I couldn't afford a fast packet flight.
Boys, no control. Yeah, no, I gotta
You
go
ask
with
me,
it.
boys need a cold shower that lasts from age 12 to 25.
They have their uses, man.
That's pretty accurate.
Not all of them keep their brains in their pants. Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed. She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
Cool, cool.
Why didn't you tell the police?
She said it wouldn't solve the real problem, and she and Mike would both become household names. It was a small colony. I said it was her call to make, that we should let her do it her way. Mom was pretty pissed about that.
You said all of your sisters learned self-defense?
Lynn did pistol practice, but didn't like it.
Oh, shit.
She's kind of nervous. Sarah took Aikido. Abby decided to learn the sword.
What?
She always was a little weird. Likes big skirts and tops you have to tie her into. They do great things to her figure, though.
One of your sisters knows how to use a sword? That's pretty badass. Where is she?
So, what did you learn?
One of Dad's friends taught me Marine hand to hand.
Cool. What happened with Mike?
Did anything happen while you were home?
My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy.
What?
I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her. I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
Damn, yo. This is the Aikido sister. She fucked him up.
That's unbelievable. Sarah must be as good as you.
Better. I'm more or less a straight-up puncher. When he swung, she wasn't there anymore.
Yo, where
and
are
he
your
fell.
sisters? I need
She
them
helped
on
him
this
stop the
crew.
bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was gonna end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. And she hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
Cool.
Where was your father during this? Wasn't your family stationed near him?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there.
So?
I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I have enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known, cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
I didn't know you liked classical literature.
Oh, man.
Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
Yeah, but... Did she answer the question? Am I just dumb? Am I not
Does he
paying
still
attention
like
or
it?
something?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home. Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, though.
Oh.
I thought you said he was dead.
You know, from heaven, wherever that is. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
No, I don't give a
Everyone
fuck.
has the right to believe what they want. It says so in the Alliance Charter, only with fancier words.
Believe in what you
I'm
believe,
glad you're
man.
open-minded about it. I've met a few people who are really weirded out by my faith. Because I work in space, I can't believe in a higher power? Jeez. Hello, have you people looked out the window? How can you look at this galaxy and not believe in something?
That's right. Preach,
I
girl.
should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
Okay, cool. I think that's it.
Dismissed, Chief.
That was a good talk.
Ma'am.
I think Tally is the last one. Hey, Tally.
Oh, hello, Shepard.
What's up?
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me, especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth it feels like we're not even moving. And the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
I find it rather peaceful. Don't worry, you'll get used to it.
But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
Aw.
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have till it's gone.
That's true. I'm
She's
starting
used to
to wonder
people, like,
if that's what
bumping
the
into her
pilgrimage
and
is really
shit.
about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them, but maybe they just wanted a different
I like how it
life.
looks like she has a human face under there. I learned all of that.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually, but we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
I feel you.
I should go.
Dang. I feel like
you later.
Ashley took up most of the time in this episode. She had so much to say, no one else did. I think that's it. I think that's everyone. I thought this was going to go on a lot longer than it did, but I feel like we talked to everyone pretty quickly. So that's going to do it for this episode, and next time we will finish off any side missions we have out here, and then go to the Citadel and turn all of those missions in, hopefully quickly as I did this. But thanks for watching, guys. Bye.